Welcome to the best racing channel in the world. We've got Bowman Gray Stadium racing coverage, the TCWM post-race show, Burt Myers back in Victory Lane. Welcome to the Charles Warren Network, the best racing channel in the world.
This is Burt Myers.
And this is Brandon Ward.
You're watching the
Charles Warren Network.
What's up, best racing channel in the world? We're back for another video. And today, we're going over something that I don't usually go over. We're talking the World Series, the 2022 World Series between the Houston Astros and the division rival to the Atlanta Braves, the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm using my old phone here. This is a phone that we used to have, but not anymore. We now have these. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this video. Obviously, Game 1 is going to be in Houston with, I believe, I'm looking at ESPN right now. The Phillies are having Aaron Nola, and then the Astros is Justin Verlander. To me, the time, 8:03 p.m. on Fox tomorrow night, or tonight, whenever you're watching this video. But to me, Game 1 of this World Series, I don't think it's going to be that close. I think it's going to be maybe somewhat close because the Phillies are hot. The Phillies have surprised a bunch of us this year in the postseason. But man, with Verlander on the mound and Houston with I can't even say his name, Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve and Kyle Tucker and even the new shortstop that they got, Pena. He has really turned into something special over there in Houston. So I'm saying Game 1 goes to Houston. So yeah, that's Game 1. I ain't gonna say no score because I don't even know. They barely even have any pitchers announced for the games. Like for Game 2 here in Houston, which will be at 8:03 on Saturday. The Astros have not decided yet who they're going to go with, but the Phillies have announced that Zach Wheeler will be their starting pitcher. It's going to be pretty hard against Zach Wheeler. He's a good pitcher, and it's going to be hard against Aaron Nola in Game 1. That's going to be another really tough matchup for the Astros. But I just think, with all them guys, Alex Bregman and Alvarez and Tucker and Altuve and Pena and all them superstars, even Yuri Gurriel, their first baseman, he's put up some numbers. Many people may not realize, but he was the batting. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, he was the batting title champion of last season, so he could put the bat on the ball too. But Zach Wheeler is your pitcher for Game 2. Like I said, it's undecided yet for the Astros. Playing in Houston, I don't think Houston's going to be able to sweep Philly in Houston, so I think this one belongs to Philly. They'll return to Philadelphia with a series tied at 1 apiece, going back to Citizens Bank Park for Game 3 of the World Series, which will take place on Monday at 8:03. Of course, it'll be on Fox. I'm pretty sure all the World Series games will be on Fox, so that'll be interesting. So now they head back to Philly, and the series is tied. Yes, they have not announced a starter for any team yet, but I think heading back to Philly, you're coming off a win in Houston with probably either Valdez and I think there may be another pitcher. I don't really know the pitching staff that well, but I should have done research before I did this. But it's probably going to either be probably the Astros. They'll probably have Valdez go on the bump for the second game. They may not. I don't know. I don't really know who's on that pitching staff. In fact, let me look right quick. Okay, folks, so I'm looking at the roster here, and I'm going to be honest with you. I forgot about Lance McCullers Jr. He is a really good pitcher, really good young pitcher. They may start him for Game 2 instead of Valdez. He may start Game 3. But Lance McCullers for Game 2, if they do that, they may do that. They may not do that, but that would probably make the most sense. Which, honestly, that would be really, really hard for Philly, but I just think they're too good, Lance McCullers. I don't think he's going to be able to get the win in Philly. But anyway, going back to Game 3, which will probably be Vladimir Valdez, starting pitcher for the Astros. And, man, I'm going to be honest. You're heading to Philly. You just come off a win in Houston. Off that crowd in Houston, they are electric. They love their Astros. I think Philly's going to be able to pull this one out, man. I really do. I think they're going to take a 2-1 lead in the World Series in Game 3 as they return to Philly, which will take place on Monday. And now we head to Tuesday, which will be the first day of November. It will be Game 4 of the World Series, and I believe that Houston will come out and win because Game 4, they'll probably have Verlander back on the bump because that's probably going to be the 3 starting pitchers this World Series, which I don't know. I don't really know much about the Astros, okay, and I don't know much about the Phillies. But they'll probably have Aaron Nola back for the Phillies. They'll probably have Aaron Nola back on the bump. So it'll probably be Justin Verlander and Aaron Nola on the bump. Heading to Game 5, final game in Philadelphia, if it's even necessary, and of course it will be. I don't think there's going to be a sweep. And if it is a sweep, it's probably going to be the Astros, okay? But Game 5 of the World Series, I'm pretty sure, yes, that will be the last game in Philadelphia. And Zach Wheeler and probably the Lance McCullers or Valdez will be on the mound. And I'm going to tell you something. I think Philly's going to force Game 6. I really do. Which, I haven't talked about much about the offense. But, oh my goodness, that was a voice crack. But Kyle Schwarber and Alex Bohm and all these and Bryce Harper, the NLCS MVP, he will be hot as well heading into that game. Game 5, I think that belongs to the Phillies. They take a 3-2 lead in the World Series. Now, when you head back to Houston for Game 6 of the World Series, this right here is going to be one of the best games. Well, I don't know. It's definitely going to be the one that has the most meaning, of course, with the Phillies having a 3-2 lead in the World Series. You're most likely going to have, let me see here if I'm keeping track, I think Vladimir Valdez, I think, will probably be the starter in Game 6. And I can't quite remember. Hold on a second. Let me see who the Phillies have got. I can't really remember. They got Nola and Wheeler. So Syndergaard, he will be the third starter most likely. So it'll probably be Syndergaard and Vladimir Valdez for Game 6. And I think the Astros come to Houston. They're going to want that win, and they're going to force a Game 7. 7 games for the World Series this year. Of course, my Braves over here took on the Astros and beat them in 6 games. They didn't even force a Game 7, but okay. But anyway, enough for the trash talking. They got cold in the wrong season, guys. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so go ahead. Back to the Houston is going to come out swinging. They are down 3-2 in the series. Vladimir Valdez, or Yordan Alvarez and Kyle Tucker and Jose Altuve and all them guys over there, they're going to come over here and they're going to come back. They're going to go back to Houston and they're going to come out swinging. So they're going to force a Game 7. This is going to be a heck of a series. Now, Game 7 in Houston, if you don't start Justin Verlander, something is wrong. If you don't start Justin Verlander, you probably had him in too many innings or something like that. But, can I tell you something? Justin Verlander going out there for Game 7 of the World Series, and you'll probably have Aaron Nola out there on the bump for the Phillies. I have a really hard time seeing the Phillies beating Justin Verlander in this World Series. I think the Astros win in Game 7 of the World Series, and they claim their second World Series, which should be their first. But anyway, we won't go into that. But I think the Phillies, they're hot. I will give them credit. They got hot at the right season. They are exactly the Atlanta Braves last year. They only had 87 wins in the regular season. The Braves had 88 last year, and they came out swinging, man. And congratulations to Philly and Houston too. Both of them teams have done a good job. I hate the Yankees got swept, but hey, that's just how it is. But I think the Astros are going to come back in Game 7 and win the World Series. I think the Astros are just too good right now. Phillies are hot, and they're going to definitely put up a fight. They're going to force a Game 7. But when you really think about it, the Astros are probably going to bring out Justin Verlander in Game 7. And I just can't see Justin Verlander getting rocked in the World Series. I just can't see that. But anyway, that's just my opinion. If the comments are available, let me know who you think's going to win the World Series. Me, myself, personally, I don't care who wins. You can see my banner back here, okay? I'm a Braves fan. Don't like the Phillies. Don't really like the Astros. I don't know if anybody outside of Texas that really likes the Astros because of that cheating scandal. But, hey, it is what it is. So, anyway, let me know who you want to win, who you think's going to win the World Series. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It's hard to predict baseball, man. This is hard to predict. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Do whatever you do to them. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace out. God bless.